On the run from police in DeLand, Florida, Marlon Brown never expected this was how his life would end. In an instant, he's gone. Brown disappears underneath the officer's patrol car. The officer had been chasing him for a seatbelt violation. Brown's family calls it an execution, saying Officer James Harris never slowed down or swerved to avoid hitting Brown. But that's not what the medical examiner for Volusia County found. In this autopsy report, Dr. Shipping Bow called Brown's death in May an accident, and most controversially, that the car did not, repeat, did not hit Brown, because there were no pelvic or skull fractures. Instead, the medical examiner found Brown died from mechanical asphyxia. The weight of the car cut off his oxygen. The report was reviewed and signed by the chief medical examiner. Willie Gary is Dr. Bow's lawyer. You're confident in his skills. You think he's qualified to be a medical examiner?
And I think his record speaks for itself. I think he's more than qualified.
That may be true with more than 3,000 autopsies under his belt. But remember, Dr. Bow also performed the autopsy on Trayvon Martin after the teenager was shot by George Zimmerman.
Call your next witness, please.
May we call Dr. Bow?
On the stand in July, Bow had attorneys on both sides shaking their heads. First, he didn't remember details about his own autopsy.
All I know was in the morning, I did autopsy. I do not have any memory of the day of autopsy. All I hear is the notes I have. Okay.
Let me be sure I understand.
Without notes, I cannot tell you any fact.
You have no memory
Yes.
of any of the events surrounding the autopsy itself.
Yes, I tried very hard.
Then Dr. Bow tersely refused to let the defense attorney see his notes.
May I see them, please?
I rather you do not see. This is my notes. Nobody saw that before.
Okay.
I thought it's
Dr.
mine.
Bow, if you're going to be reading from your notes, both attorneys are entitled to see what you're reading from.
And finally, Bow suddenly offered a brand new conclusion about how long Trayvon Martin survived.
I believe Trayvon Martin was alive for 1 to 10 minutes after he was shot.
Are you saying that his brain is still technically alive, in other words?
Yes.
Okay. That's what you mean by still alive in terms of conscious. His brain is still alive.
Yes.
Okay. He can still feel pain, in other words.
Yes.
That conclusion was roundly mocked, and things fell apart for Dr. Bow after that. In August, Volusia County sent Dr. Bow a letter notifying him he was going to be terminated. He was given 30 days to find another job. When he didn't quit, he was officially fired on September 6th, losing his $175,000 a year job. County officials wouldn't say why he was fired. His lawyer says it was because the county needed a fall guy to help subdue the anger after George Zimmerman was acquitted of murder. And they're currently planning to sue the county. But this Marlon Brown case is only bringing more controversy to Bow's tenure.
The video speaks the truth, and the truth is you can see Marlon being struck by the car. So it's not about what I say, it's not about what I believe, it's about the video, the objective evidence, and what you can see for yourself.
Randy Kay, CNN, Stuart, Florida.